and an offensive mechanism.
I think it was drawn to our presence.
Most of the Galatane wildlife is aggressive to our presence. That is nothing new. However, I think that this creature was also aggressive towards the local flora. It was destroying everything on its path.
It looked like an embodiment of a living disease. Let's call this thing a canceroth. This encounter can't be a coincidence. We're trying to track down the source of Darkthorn, and this is what we get?
You are probably right, Ashley. We should expect strong resistance. Any significant hostile presence in the area anymore.
All of this growth looks corrupted. This place... is like an evil, twisted version of this biome. There's so much of the Darkthorn growth everywhere. Is this where it's been pumping all of the resin to?
The tendrils that we have tracked were all coming to this place, but it does not mean that this is the only site that is being contaminated with this abnormal growth.
I'm wondering if the Canceroth was controlling the growth of the Darkthorn, or if it was the other way around.
The dark thorn looks like a mutated version of the thorn vines abundant in this biome, and the Canceroth layers look like they are attached to the thickest dark thorn tendrils. Evidence points in a single direction.
What if the Canceroth is trying to take control of this enormous fungus that spans the entire swamp?
How and why would it do that?
Think about it. An organism of this size must be too difficult to corrupt easily. You'd have to weaken it first. The resin is the lifeblood of this huge fungus. We've already seen what happened to the great mushroom tree when it lost most of its resin. It was infected with parasites and started to dry out. At the same time, the Canceroth is using the resin to multiply itself and grow in strength. If we don't stop this process, it can lead to disaster. This place is contaminated. We have to burn it to the ground.
I can leave a timed nuclear explosive at this site before we rift jump to safety. That will cleanse the entire area.
Yes, I think this is the best way to make sure it doesn't grow back. We have to return to the fungal swamp outpost as soon as possible. We left the darkthorn growth intact over there. Let's see what happens to it after we nuke this place.
Let me know when you are ready to proceed. The explosion is going to send out strong seismic waves, which could wake up the volcano. We will not be able to return here.
That's good. I don't intend to get back here. Let's hope we can save the fungal swamp ecosystem by burning out the rot in this place.
A new technology has been developed.
New
Research completed.
blueprints are available for crafting.
We are back at the fungal swamp outpost. I have visual confirmation from the planetary scanner that the Canceroth lair has been swiped clean by the explosion.
That's reassuring. I can hear that the volcano eruption is still ongoing. Nature will take care of that Canceroth abomination. It looks like the great mushroom tree is doing better after we remove the parasites. And the water around our... outpost also seems to be a bit clearer.
All of these signs are positive, Ashley. However, the dark-thorn growth appears to be mostly unaffected by our actions. It is still draining resin from the tree.
That's not good. I secretly hoped it would just wither and die. Can you try to trace the fungal resin's energy flux again? Is it moving far away?
All of the traces end close to our position.
That's good. Maybe we've destroyed it after all, and these are just the remaining parts.
We should destroy this location to prevent any further contamination by this organism. I suggest a 27 megaton fusion explosion at our outpost coordinates to eliminate any unnecessary risk.
No, we can't just nuke everything. First you didn't even want to investigate this area, and now you want to obliterate it?
One of my priorities is to suggest the most efficient solutions. This swamp is irrelevant to our primary objective on Galatea 37. We should not waste any additional resources over here.
That's a bit short-sighted. Don't nuke the planet that you want to live on in the future if you don't have to. Please add that to your list of priorities.
How would you suggest to remove the Darkthorn then?
We can protect the Great Tree with plasma shield generators and precisely target the Darkthorn growth with heavy cluster missiles. They have enough range to cover the entire tree. And if we calibrate the shield generators precisely, then the damage should be minimal. The remaining thorn vine should die off without a resin source.
I think you are leaving a large margin of error. But we can still revert to my plan if this does not work out. The first heavy cluster missile launcher is online and ready. Heavy cluster missile launcher number 2 is operational. The third heavy cluster missile launcher has reached operational capacity. The mission area has been expanded. Please check your map. Ashley, I have bad news. I am picking up a few signatures that look like Canceroth. They are heading our way from the east.
Oh no. That means they must be spawning from someplace nearby. Do you know where they could be coming from?
Yes. They must be spawning from an island to the east. There's a large darkthorn tendril looming over that area.
It must still be connected to the great mushroom tree. Let's go there and burn that Hydra.
Research completed.
This island is like a fortress, and the Canceroth just passed through the thorn vines like thin air.
Stop complaining, Ashley. I told you we could just nuke this place.
Maybe we could use some regular nuke launchers. I think that would be justified.
I am not detecting any significant hostile presence in the area. Ashley, we've cleared out the Canceroth lair.
could. It looks like the cancer off-growth was directly connected to the darkthorn tendrils. I hope they all die when we detach them from their source of resin.
Thoughts and prayers, Ashley. But do not worry. If your plan does not work out, we can always go with mine.
Your support is indispensable, Mr. Riggs.
A new technology has been developed. New buildings are available for construction.
Weapon dropped.
A new technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Research completed. I'm detecting a large group of creatures heading towards our position. attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base.
Destroyed.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
I am sensing distant thunder strikes. They are getting closer. Prepare for a thunderstorm. The storm is very violent, but our base is safe from the wind. Wind turbine output is at maximum levels. The plasma shield generator in Zone B is operational. The plasma shield generator in Zone A. Research completed. is operational. Ash We are ready to proceed with your plan. Please head to our outpost building to coordinate the targeted missile launch sequence. I am sure that everything will work out just as expected.
This swamp is not working well with you.
No, I am fine. The smell of garlimonium makes my wires buzz with excitement.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
We're ready to start the heavy cluster missile launch procedure, Mr. Riggs.
Acknowledged. Recalibrating plasma shield generators. Focusing all power around the Great Mushroom Tree. Power levels locked. Initiating coordinated heavy cluster missile launch sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's hard to see things clearly through all the smoke, but the tree is still standing, and I don't see any large darkthorn tendrils anymore. Let's take a walk around the tree to examine the results. The dense darkthorn growth on this side is gone, and the trunk of the tree appears to be mostly intact.
I am not detecting any intense energy flux from the Great Mushroom Tree anymore.
Hey, I think this part of the plan worked out quite well.
You might have been right, Ashley, but that does not guarantee that we have destroyed all of the Canceroth. We should monitor this area to make sure that this threat does not come back.
Oh, we aren't done yet, Mr. Riggs. We can't leave this organism in such a state. There's no guarantee that it will heal by itself. We have to bring it back to its full strength. Otherwise, it's like an open wound, waiting to be infected. Let's go to the other side of the tree. I have an idea.